We are live.
Okay, let me just pull up the spreadsheet
Okay.
and I will share my screen.
Okay.
Teen. Okay, I think we can start.
Okay. All right. Gia, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Day 17. Our 17, right? Our
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
product should have yeah. Our product should have another hangout to touch base with their progress and how they're feeling. Um, our product should have a how to video, like in Diane's case, she had a how to peel a garlic video. I don't know if it's a video instruction, but it's a how to peel a garlic, and so perhaps Kimberly can show a how to on a product, like sort of a hack on how to like peel it or whatever, slice it or whatever.
Yeah.
We should encourage them to blog their progress or to post it on Instagram or wherever in social media. Um, they should seek out a new restaurant or market and order a primal meal. Like I remember Kimberly saying that when she like when you eat out in a restaurant, you always like you ask for like a paleo meal. And number five, to reach out to a friend or a family member and talk about your journey and how it's been benefiting them, you, and how it can benefit them also. So that's it.
Good.
Okay.
I like that. I will go next.
Okay.
My insights were pretty brief because I think I had a lot. Um, that we from yesterday that I thought was good that we might add for these
Yeah.
weeks. So I kept mine pretty brief. So day 17, start talking about high intensity workouts and post recovery, post workout meals, post workout nutrition. I think Mark Sisson talked about it a couple days before, and I think Alalie, it was one of your insights for the previous days.
Yep.
So I think that talking about high intensity workouts and then maybe doing something, a video or something of how to post recovery meals or I usually do a shake or something like that. And then I like the idea of rewarding yourself, finding ways to reward yourself with non-food items. I know, I can't remember which one of you said that you would go to the gym and then be like, oh, I can eat, this because I worked out. And I think that's a common thing that people are like, oh, I went to the gym, now I can eat whatever I want. So I always have this belief of abs are made in the kitchen. So if your nutrition is not where it should be, you're not gonna work it off in the gym. And going into the gym is not going to help you gain health, but eating the right things will. But so I like the idea of finding ways to treat yourself other than food items, because I think that's something that most people do. Is I did a great job, so I'm gonna eat whatever
That's
I
what
want.
I do.
Yeah, oh, I get to have a chocolate bar, but so I think those are my day 17 insights.
Good. Okay, mine. Four. One, we can address the question: is there such a thing as eating too many eggs? However, I feel
Oh,
like it should have been discussed much earlier in the program. We can give out egg-free breakfast recipes of in case for some people who are sensitive to eggs.
Hmm.
And then number two, we can talk about modifications at this point. And three, we can have them do modern foraging challenge like Mark's, wherein they will eat all their meals outside.
Yeah.
And lastly, since they've already started talking about their journey, they can make a mental note of who among their friends seem interested and can benefit from the lifestyle. Then we can have them do an invite a friend for a home cooked paleo dinner challenge the next day.
I like that.
So let me just eggs. And okay. We have a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
well-
why I was like, I'm gonna keep my insights brief because we have so much that I feel like we can work with this already. Okay, the egg thing, I think that's great. I think that's something that we should definitely cover. I know Mark Sisson, I don't know if it's a challenge of his or he at least talked about it at some point during the 21 days that I want to say he challenged, but to eat. Remember that you don't have to eat breakfast for breakfast, lunch for lunch, and dinner for dinner. If you wake up and you want to eat, pot roast and sweet potatoes for breakfast, do it. If you want to eat breakfast for dinner, do it. Break the boundaries of the food laws that we've been taught, our whole lives. So
Yeah.
I like the idea of, and I think that we could talk about that, and then we could also say, if you have an egg allergy, this is a great thing for you because, eggs, you don't just have to eat eggs for breakfast, and then give them a recipe or a couple things that are like maybe more brunchy or make our meal plan dinner, lunch, breakfast, instead of breakfast, lunch, and dinner food items that we could have.
Okay. Gia, do you also agree on the eggs? We should
Yeah.
cover that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about the eggs?
I'm learning a lot of new things from Kimberly every day. Yeah.
Sensitivity to eggs and hmm. Mods, I guess. But not really. It's just
Yeah, I would leave. Now I'm thinking that maybe,
eggs and breakfast.
yeah. Yep. Hang on one second. You guys talk about. I need to step out for a second. My dad is picking up my son. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay.
We have
What do you
so
think?
many things.
Yeah. Oh, we have ito pa.
Yeah. We should do 25 days. No, just kidding.
I think I like
uh,
the
what was the one that we?
reaching out to someone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
I like that
Because
too.
we already had did we include
It was just yung preparing a meal for them or like going out and preparing a meal for them, something like that.
no
But
yung
we
they shared on social media.
okay.
We have that na, di ba?
When was
Here.
it?
Day 30.
Shares journey with friends.
Share journey
Day
with
30.
friends. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. I thought we did that one already too. You post it.
post it. So yeah, maybe we can invite them. Invite a friend or two.
Yeah.
Do you like that challenge for today or just set a date? For them to invite them
Yeah, I
over.
think you could just set a date. I feel like there would be a lot of pressure to like you have to do it this day.
Ah, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But I
Because
feel
their
like
friends might not be available, right?
right, yeah, but I feel like, setting a date and making that a goal to have, maybe it won't happen during the 21 days, but to do it, to line that up so that you have it in place. And that'll be a fun way just to share what you've learned with them and get them on board because I know a lot of people when I have them over to eat food, they're like, "Oh, this is paleo, I can do this." And I don't know how many times I've had people just kind of start aligning themselves with the paleo diet because they were like, "Oh, it's a lot simpler than what I thought." So it's a good way for someone to share their journey and maybe to recruit some support close to them, other people that they can help teach.
Okay. Anything else? Maybe the reward thing. I like that.
Reward with non-food. Yeah, I think that's so important. I think it's really important to have that,
This
especially
is
now
great.
as they're starting to like wind down on their 21 days. They're starting to think about, what am I going to eat when I'm done this? So I
Yep.
think that it might be a good thing to say like, calm down, don't go out and gorge yourself on, bread and pasta and cupcakes yet.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe, get a kitchen equipment, like a crock
Yeah.
pot, or
Yeah.
maybe get a new pair of um,
Mhm.
pants, right? So if they have lost weight, shopping for clothes would be really a
Yeah.
positive experience.
Yep, I like that. Um, yeah, so maybe just a list of ideas on ways to reward themselves.
Yeah.
It could even be something like, when I am feeling good, this is how I reward myself. Other than food, other than just things to eat. So I think then you fall into a trap of, I ate paleo really well for 3 days, so now I'm not going to eat paleo. Um, and that just kind of starts a cycle that is hard to break after all this work.
Yeah. Okay. But we don't have a challenge for them.
For this one, I thought
Was
the challenge was going to be to
Set.
do
the set the dinner date?
also with the eggs and breakfast, wasn't it? The challenge was going to be to eat like in the morning eat like more of a dinner food and then for lunch eat, a lunch food and then for um dinner eat more breakfasty foods
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
to break the break the laws of food, break the idea that you have to eat breakfast for breakfast and lunch for lunch.
Yeah.
One of those, it's okay to have, trail mix as a snack for between breakfast and lunch instead of just some fruit or something that you would normally eat during that time frame.
Hmm.
Ice cream for breakfast.
Wow.
Yay.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's a joke.
It did
Like
not register as a joke.
I'm sorry. Don't do that. That's not paleo.
like it's like saying, "Oh, I ate paleo yesterday, so now I'm gonna have
Exactly.
one bar of chocolate
Yep.
to reward myself."
Yep. So I think that would be a good day 17 challenge.
Okay. All right. I think we're good with day
Okay.
7. So yeah.
Day
So on
18.
to day 18.
Um, I think our product should have like an advice on what to do after the program. Not really the entire, thing on what they would want to do, but just like sort of like to prepare them once they reach day 22. Number two, we should give them tips on storing products, especially the produce. And Kimberly can also give tips on the best kind of products. Like for example, with coconut milk, she said it's best to buy the Thai product from Thai coconut milk.
Mm.
Number three, final purge. They should have a final purge of their pantry refrigerator. And number four, Mark season talk about doing a mind challenge or enrolling in a hobby or new language. So I mean, if it's not too much, like just like they've reached the 18 and yeah, they can do anything. So like if there's a course or something that always wanted to do but they never did, so we can encourage them to do that, like enroll in a foreign language or something like that. So that's it. To
Okay.
empower them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had that as an insight for day 18 also. The brain power. I like how we talked about having, starting a puzzle or something just to work your mind.
Yeah.
I think that's also good to put into place because then you're not always thinking about food. You're not always thinking about being
Yeah.
on a food thing.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
you have something else to occupy you. Um, Good. Also, my day 18, I Diane talked about negativity, and how that you can start to feel some negativity um, and how to handle it. So I think this is a good one, um, to add at least somewhere in the end of our days, because you're going to some people aren't going to get all of the results that they wanted in just 21 days.
Mhm.
Um, maybe you didn't reach your weight goal that you had in mind. Maybe you are still feeling not 100% healthy. So I think that it would be good to add some sort of, how to deal with negativity, how to
Yeah.
deal with seeing yourself in a negative light, at some point at the end of this challenge. So that was my day 18.
Mm.
Okay. I think I have almost the same with yours. So talk about what happens after the 21-day program. Include tips on making your full transition to Paleo 80/20 easier, especially if you live with people who won't be doing Paleo. Do an old hobby challenge, physical or mental. See how you fare now compared to before you were on the program. 3, make a list of tricks you've learned, like good brands, where to get what, etc., and share with your peers. So, those are my insights.
I like
Yeah.
the list of brands. I think that's something that we could definitely do. Um, that'll start to make your shopping trip easier. Things
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
paleo that you are just like your go-to items now.
Yeah.
Because it works for you guys since you're in the same locale.
Mm,
So, you most probably, have access to the same goods.
yeah.
Okay, so we include this one else.
So maybe with the list, we could do a space in their journal entry. Just a listed section that they can start listing brands that they have. That
Yeah,
they like at the
discoveries
time.
like
Yeah. Yep. My go-to paleo items are. Good.
just for this day,
For
just
Day
for day
18.
18. or
Um,
you know,
I think that we could make it
and
like a
make a
separate,
space.
like an additional page, so that something that they could keep and add to.
Ah, I see. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Um,
So I think it's important to discuss the negativity thing because we're nearing the end of the program.
yeah. So let's talk about negativity for a second. So let's just I know it's a huge issue. I think especially among women, that it's more than likely it's going to be weight, that you didn't reach your weight goal, or you're still struggling with seeing all the changes that have been made to your body, for the pre and post photo, or you think that you know you haven't made as much progress as you thought you would. Um, so I think
Yeah.
that would be one of the emotions that you would feel negatively. And what do you guys think? If you were on this journey and you didn't reach your goals, say you have your goal in mind.
Yeah. I think it's important to talk about it. Like, obviously 20 days or let's see, 18 days. I mean, thinking about it, say I abused my body for like so many years,
Yeah.
right? So 18 days, really? Like, of course I wouldn't get to where I want to be in just 18 days.
Mhm.
But, just maybe they can focus on, that's why I maybe that would help this do an old hobby challenge so that they can see whether
Yeah.
because at this point I'm guessing they would see an improvement,
Yeah.
right, in
Yeah.
terms of energy or how their mind works now if they're sharper,
Yeah.
because I think at this
Yeah.
point that would happen, so it would help to handle the negativity somehow that you made improvements in just 18 days,
Yeah.
considering how long you've been abusing your body, feeding it
Yeah.
with.
And I think, Ali, I think that's a good point. That's a good thing to bring up. Something um, to mention is, you've used your body, you've eaten all of these, bad things in your body for years. That this is just a process. It's something that is going to continually get better.
Yep.
Um, and just because you haven't reached it in 18 days doesn't mean that you aren't going to reach it. Look how far you've come. So I think that's good. That's a good point.
Okay, so we into that. Gia, do you agree?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we add this one, how to handle negativity, and then the challenge is, do you agree with that challenge to do an old, hobby or activity?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay. Oh my god, we have a lot.
Yep.
We're
We
set
haven't.
for day 30.
Hi. So many.
And we could just keep going.
Okay, day.
Okay, let's proceed with day 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, I don't know if this is a good idea, like a countdown, like start a countdown for the last 3 days, like create a gimmick or something. I actually can't think of what gimmick it is right now, but it will be good, like, to start a countdown as we near the end. Number two, discuss why paleo. Hmm, why paleo 80/20 is good. I'm not sure about this. Number three, do something you've never done for a long time. That's day 18. So do an old hobby and activity.
Mm.
So yeah, that's my activity for 19. But I really agree with doing it on the 18th. So that's it for me. Countdown,
Okay.
final countdown.
Final countdown.
Um, okay, so my day 19 was more aligned with Diane's idea of perfecting paleo, and talking about the fact that you don't have to be a paleo perfectionist, um, building up for success post paleo challenge, things to help you succeed after day 21. And I also had a countdown to the last couple days. And then I had mixed reviews about a countdown because I don't know. I don't want I don't want them to think that like we're counting down because we're ending paleo. So we'll talk about
Yeah.
that. At least I don't know. I have mixed reviews on a countdown too. So all right, that was it for me. Adelie.
Okay. All right. Day 19. Yeah. So one challenged them to find a way to play in the workplace or in a place where they normally would not see a possibility for play. Two, hangout session. We can ask them about how confident they feel to pursue the lifestyle after the program, and we should encourage them to do so. So I guess this can go hand in hand with day 22 tips,
Yeah.
and I think this has been coming up, so
Yeah.
we should be preparing them for what's ahead after the program.
Yeah, and you're right, Kimberly. I don't think the countdown will work because it might send off a wrong signal that then after that they will not no longer pursue paleo.
Yeah, I think
There's no
that
point.
the goal with this challenge is to always remind them that this is to have paleo as a lifestyle. So just because you're coming up at the end of the 21 days doesn't mean that that's it for paleo. It just, this is just, you're just getting started. This is your intro to paleo as a
Yeah.
lifestyle. So that's what I kept, I saw some of the other ones talking about, coming to an end of paleo and having the countdown idea and style. But it's fun, but is that what we want them
Yeah.
to think?
Because with 21 day sugar detox, you can opt to pursue level 2 or just stick with level 1 and then I don't know go back to
Yeah.
yeah.
So maybe instead of a countdown, maybe a hangout session with where we start talking about tips and stuff for post,
Yeah.
and start giving them tips, maybe a cheat sheet with things to start thinking about for day 22.
Well, ideally, when they finish the 21 day, challenge, we should be ready with our program for PLU 8020.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think and Gia and I have touched on this a while ago. We had a meeting. We were talking about it, and we think that maybe we should also do an offline version of PLU 8020,
Yeah.
or we put everything online.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe the group that we're gonna start paleo, the paleo intro with,
Yep.
give them that option to carry over to paleo 80/20.
Yeah. But I think that this time it would be paid,
Yes. Yep.
right?
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
yeah. So, but anyways, so just in case, yeah, so we can mention at this point what our next program is.
Mm,
And yeah, we should definitely do it by via a hangout session
yeah.
so that it's personal,
Yeah.
because it's gonna be a paid service. So
Yeah, and I think that so we could start talking about things like how to prepare. Your shopping guide's going to look different because after day 21, we're going to start introducing a little bit of dairy to see how your body
Yeah.
copes. We're going to
Yeah.
start introducing, um, maybe some white potatoes or, um, some more baked goods and things like that. So, you know, here's what you have to look forward to, and here's how the next meal plan that you get is going to look. Um,
yeah,
yeah,
so I think our activities for the topics that we should include here should be related to that. So say tips on storing products, choosing
yeah,
products,
yep,
final purge. This could
hmm,
work, right?
yeah,
Sharing your personal favorites. That could also work.
yeah, yeah. I think those that you pointed out kind of tie in together. So, um,
Because if they won't purchase our 80/20 program, then we should still address the fact that they are kind of lost now on what will
right,
happen next. So
yeah,
we need to set them up for that as well.
yeah. I mean, our ultimate goal is to help them,
Yeah.
no matter what. So, um,
There's for success, I guess.
yeah,
So it can include all this.
yeah. Can you put those under it so that the
So
final
countdown,
no count?
no.
No. No.
Perfecting failure is the same. Day 92 tips. Um, how about meditation? I guess we can also touch on this.
Yeah,
We told, actually, I think it would go best with this day.
yeah. The negativity. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So maybe we could move number 4 to here
Yeah.
because it makes more sense that way, I think.
Yep.
So we can include the list of brands here.
There we go. Yep. Yep, that's perfect. Good. Yep.
Okay. We can also include this here.
Good. Yeah, I mean all of those things go well together for tips, so I think that's good.
Okay, great.
Nice.
We have a lot to cover on day 19.
Kimberly has a lot to cover.
Yeah,
But
so what?
it all goes together. It just looks like a lot, but thanks, girls.
We're gonna cheer you on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better. Um,
So,
good.
Okay. For day 20, we're good
yeah.
with day 19, yeah.
Yep.
For
Yeah.
day 20, write down the primal, just one for me. Write down the primal changes,
Mhm.
and they're like they went into this program like basically, you know, how do you term it? Like, I mean, with their old habits, and after the 21 days as they approach the end, what transformation, what changes did they, feel? So, like, I wanted them to discuss that with Kimberly, to write it down, and then they can discuss it. I don't know if having another hangout is a good idea, but just for them to write it down and later discuss it with Kimberly. and the rest of the group.
Yeah, that was my insight too. I liked the idea of I think Mark Sisson had 10 things that you do now that are primal that you wouldn't have done or didn't do before. And so you can start to see visually right in front of you. These are changes. So things that you do now that you haven't done before, or that you haven't made part of your daily routine. So I liked that too.
So you're talking about activities.
Talking
No,
about
it's
Or is it, changes on their body or
no primal changes like things that you do now. So I'll just read it for you. He says, compile a list of things you do today that represent a distinct transition from your pre-primal lifestyle behaviors. For example, awakening early, getting some sunlight,
yeah.
things like that. Limiting screen time. Can you think of 10 things? How about 15 or 20? Enjoy the challenge and see if you can appreciate the accumulating benefits of transforming to a primal lifestyle.
Mhm. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay, so is it my turn?
Yes. Yes.
So day 20, we can have them on an intermittent fasting challenge. The idea is to see if they improve from the last time they tried it. Two, we can give tips on how to reintroduce foods back to their diet on day 22 and onwards. But this would be covered the day before. So,
Yeah.
and three, find time to review your daily logs and reflect on your progress. Create a list of benefits you've encountered so far from doing the paleo lifestyle. So, almost the same as this one.
Yeah. I like. Can you pull yours back up real quick? Okay. Yeah. I like reflecting on, going back and reading your journal, and then from there have them write their list of things that they do now that are part of their daily routine. How many can you think of?
Yeah. And the benefits, I guess, they can go hand in hand.
Yeah, and then I think maybe we could do a meditation challenge. We talked about meditation, but then after
Yeah.
you've read their journal and made their list, maybe do like can you do a 20-minute meditation time? Just 20 minutes, you alone, quiet, nothing going on. Or we could say how long can you go?
I think I like the meditation part because for the past days, we don't really have something that would have them step out.
Right.
just stop and just
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think this would be good. I think that I like that day, just kind of a reflection day again, where you just um, review, write about your changes, and then take time to meditate on your changes and things that just kind of time to be quiet and be still and think about how far you've come on your journey.
yeah.
Okay. Anything else that we can put in with that? Nope.
No, I think that's good. I like that day. I like day 20.
It's very relaxed.
Yeah, I think that's good. So
Yeah.
just a reflection on what's to come. Good.
Almost there.
Okay. Just put that there so it's easier.
Okay.
Okay, so we're good with days 17, 20. Yay!
Yay. That was
Yay.
nice.
We made this metric, Kimberly, to track our progress. So in
Girls
terms
are
of
so efficient.
in terms
And
of
Lily is so
defining
efficient.
Yes. biology.
Well, Amar is mathematical, so we need to see things this way.
His techie. Yep.
Yep. So anyway, so we were also talking about so we've made really good progress, right? We're at 80% so far, and that's 80 because we were discussing, Kimberly, G and I were discussing about what will happen when we are done with day 22, right?
Mm.
So I asked her if, are we confident enough on the contents of our program, or would we like to see more?
Mm.
As much as, well, at least for me, I said that I'm sure we have, a good program,
Yeah.
but I just really want to do one more check, I guess.
Yeah.
So in our minds, we were talking about reviewing two more products, but not in the same intensity like we
Mm.
did 21 DSD and Mark Sisson's program, but it's more of like just doing a counter check on what they have.
Yeah.
For they have
Just
the
a
for
run
every
through.
day that they have, just compare it with what we have, and maybe we'll find something there that we didn't find from the other two programs, and we
Yeah.
can, then it makes more sense to put that in ours. So we 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 suggest two programs, which is Paleo Restart, the one from Paleo Leap.
Mhm.
That's a 30-day program, right?
Yep.
And another one is actually the Wild Diet by Abel James. Because I totally forgot this. He is paleo, although he's not. He said he's not 100% paleo,
Mm.
but his podcast is paleo. So
Okay.
so he also has a program, and we can have a look. It's a 30-day program, and he calls it the Wild Diet.
Oh, I think I've heard of it.
Yep, and it's more on food, really, just eating the right stuff. Because he also says that fat loss does not come from exercise. So he only includes once a week exercise, and that's 7-minute high intensity.
Mm.
So this is his program, and yeah. So we wanted to get your thoughts on that. If we are, if you think it's good that we would look into two more products,
Yeah, I
just so
think.
we are really confident with
Yep.
what we have.
I think anything to help us cover.
Yeah, because I think it's better if we do this now, right?
Mhm.
Than find out later.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we think that it would be, it would take a bit more time than what, because now we're currently doing 4 days at a time,
Mhm.
but and we're really writing down insights. But for this too, it won't be that in depth, I guess, in terms
Yeah.
of writing down insights. Just a comparison report, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So,
but we think it's gonna take a day at least, a full day
Yeah.
for each of us to come up with the study, the comparative study.
yeah, okay.
And I really don't know how it will work because these programs, Failure Restart, these are 30-day programs, and we have 21-day
Yeah.
programs. So I'm not sure how to
I
really
think it's,
compare them.
yeah, I think that just looking at them compared to what we have, I think
Perhaps,
it'll help us just to see, are they all kind of the same? Are they all kind of aligned
Yeah.
with that, or, is there a challenge that we like from them that's better? Um,
or topics that they covered.
yeah, different topics that they covered, something that we think maybe we should talk about this instead of this. I think that's good. Yeah, I like that.
For Paleo Restart, are the resources available right after you, like with the 21-day sugar detox, all the emails are available. So is that the same with Paleo Restart?
I'm not sure. I haven't done a whole lot of.
Let's see. Hmm.
Oh, did our subscription end?
No, I think this is different. I mean, it's the same company, but it's a different program. And yeah, I think our hours already ended. Gia, you mentioned that to me.
Oh, it was for Paleo plan.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
know two of them were like 10-day to or 15-day trials. So
Hang on. So, interactive 30-day program. Check it. Meal plans, recipes, shopping lists, tips, and inspiration. Personal coach. Day 7. Yeah, they have a day to day. Day 7 menu for the day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Topic of the day, too much salt.
yeah, I think that's good. I like the idea of just, I think it's always good to double check ourselves and make sure we're doing it right.
Journal, but it's food. One or for families up to 4 people. Habits. Allow you to put your meal planning on autopilot. $35.
Instant access to cookbook.
Mm-hmm.
But how about their
In summary, tips on what you need to get started. Perfect time frame. Milestones. Weight loss. Delicious food. Extra easy to make. Tools. Tricks. I think it's almost, the tools that we saw in
in
Paleo
parent?
probably the same thing, except that this one is broken down by day. Day 1, day 2, day
Mm.
3. Lost 5 pounds in 20 days. 19 pounds. $60 day. Okay. All right. So we can. I guess we can talk about this some more tomorrow. Oh, are we doing a call tomorrow? No, we're doing it on our Sunday.
Yep, my
Kimberly's,
tomorrow at
Or
10 was Sunday at 10 a.m.
yeah.
yeah, your Saturday 10 p.m.
Yep,
and our Sunday 10 a.m.
perfect.
Okay, so we can talk about this some more then.
Okay,
So are we good
I
to
think
wrap up
so.
this call?
Yeah,
Good progress again.
for tomorrow, Alili,
It's
I mean
21 and
Sunday,
and days 22.
and we're not going to schedule yet when we're going to do the caveman. What was that? The wild diet, and
Not yet. We can
not
talk
yet.
about
Okay.
it on Sunday, and I guess we can also purchase it around that time on
Okay.
Sunday.
I can purchase it today so that we have it, and then I'll send you the link. Well, it'll all be the same. I'll send you when I've got it so that you guys can look at it if you have free time.
Actually, we would prefer that, but Amar thinks we should be the ones to purchase you know, the products just because he wants us
Okay.
to have a look at their sales funnels,
Okay.
the upsells, the add-ons and stuff, and he wants us to document those.
Okay. Perfect.
So so we have to do it this time.
Sounds good to me. Hey, that makes one less thing I have to do. So
Yeah.
Oh,
There
and
you
by
go.
the way, Kimberly, are you reimbursing the products that you have been buying for us?
Yeah, well, the other two were free trials, so there wasn't anything
Okay.
to
But
reimburse.
Mark Sisson's program.
Yeah, we already did that.
Oh,
I
okay.
already,
So
I already
we
got
have it.
reimbursed for that. Yep, we've had it for a while.
Okay. All
Yep.
right. So okay. So
All
I
right.
guess we're good. So day 21 and the post challenge steps or whatever they have content for the post challenge day
Okay.
22.
Okay.
So we're gonna review those and talk about it on, well, for us
Here's
well,
Sunday.
it's tomorrow as well because it's 12:56 a.m. and it's a Saturday now here.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
so tomorrow. So
Correct.
yeah, so talk to you tomorrow then.
Okay.
Okay, thanks,
All right.
girl,
See you guys.
Bye.
Tomorrow. Bye.
and
Yeah. Good
bye.
night.